Good day everyone, this is Villian B. Initan and today I'll be sharing about tomato production. These are prepared by Grifaldi Love A, Initan Villian V, and Nayan Marjorie A. This is submitted to Mr. Dominic D. Villarde. Introduction. Tomato Solanum lycopersicum L is a host for diverse array of arthropod pests including several of Lepidoptera. Some of these pests are more problematic and widespread than others. This chapter concerns 9 of the particularly problematic Lepidopterans: Helicoverpa armigera Hobner, Helicoverpa zea arbodi, Kepharia lycopersilla walsingham, Manduca chimaculata Haworth or Manduca sexta, L. Pithoremia operculilla or Zeller, Spodoptera exequa Hubner, and Spotodera littora F, and Tuta absoluta McCrick, or attacking tomato. These species are diverse in their feeding nature, attacking foliage, stems, immature and ripe fruits. Moreover, some are polyphagous, while others are known to feed only on a few species. Nevertheless, all of these insects have host plants other than tomato. Because some of these pests are more adaptive, they tend to be more damaging in some regions. Several tools for an integrated pest management, or what we call IPM, approach are available to relieve the problems on tomato from these Lepidopterans, and some of these tools are well suited for use against multiple Lepidopterus pests. So, Biopersona of okra. In the Philippines, tomato is one of the commodities that contributes to farmers' income. The crop is considered to have a large market potential locally and internationally due to its various uses, encompassing food and skin care among others. Cooked tomatoes and tomato products are the best source of lycopene, since the lycopene is released from the tomato when cooked. In developing countries, the tomato is becoming a more important part of the food basket, but the goal of the farmer is to produce quantity, not quality, so people can eat. Tomato is the top source of vitamin A and C. It also contains a significant amount of dietary fiber, beta-carotene, iron, magnesium, niacin, potassium, phosphorus, riboflavin, and thiamine. It is rich in lycopene and antioxidants, which destroy cancer, causing free radicals in the body. So these are the contents of the tomato production. First is what is tomato production. Second, how to successfully grow and produce tomato. Third, how much does it cost to tomato production. And fourth is how to make money with tomato. So what is tomato? Tomato cultivars can be classified according to their growth habit. First one, indeterminate tomatoes are plants that grow to predetermined height. They are good choice for canning and sauce making. The second one is indeterminate tomatoes increase in height throughout the growing season because the terminal of the stem continues to produce foliar growth rather than set flowers. The fruits on these plants are produced continually through the season along the side shoots of the plant. Indeterminate tomatoes are the choice if you want to spread out the harvest over a longer period. Tomatoes do need vigilant care as the crop is susceptible to pests and diseases. To avoid problems, choose disease-resistant cultivars whenever impossible. Also, note that the tomato plant will be more susceptible to soil-borne disease and root if not kept off the ground with stake or other support systems. Tomatoes are available in a wide variety of sizes, from tiny grape-sized types to giant beef sticks. The choice also depends on how you will use this versatile fruit in the kitchen. For example, Roma tomatoes are not very good eaten fresh, but are well suited for sauces and ketchups. The question is how to successfully grow and produce tomato. First, make a clean start, label your containers, plant tomato seeds dry, water wisely. Tomatoes need warmth and light, pot on in stages, handle tomato seedlings with care, and do not rush hardening off. So, first, make a clean start. If you are reusing plastic cell packs, wash them well in a warm, soapy water to remove oil, soil, and accumulate salts. The favored containers are small paper cups with several holes punched in the bottoms because we can write the variety names on the cups. When the seedlings are ready to move to larger containers, it is easy to peel away the softened cups and compost them. Also use a new bag of high-quality seed starting mixing. Avoid cheap imitations which are often the cause of seedlings failure. The second is label your containers. Write variety names on them with waterproof markers, or you can make labels from utility tape. Labels work better than little sticks which wiggled around amongst the tomato roots and can be accidentally lost. Third is plant tomato seeds dry. The fury coating on tomato seeds softens and gamifies when water is added, which helps the seeds stick in place among soil particles. The seed coats also release chemicals into the soil that enhance growing conditions for the soon-to-come roots. Fourth, water wisely. The use of pump spray bottle to thoroughly moisten the seed starting mix, which takes several hours. When the containers feel heavy with water, we can use a pencil eraser to make swallow holes for the seeds and cover and press them in with finger, then spritz more water over the top. If you are not sure about the purity of the water, use filtered water that has been allowed to gas off overnight in an open jar. Fifth one, tomato needs warmth and light. Tomato seeds kept at warm room temperature and sprayed with water twice daily should sprout within a week. As soon as the seedlings break the surface, move them to bright light. A full spectrum grows light is ideal, but a sunny window will do provided the seedlings are watched closely to make sure they do not dry out. The sixth one, pot on stages. The phrase potting on is used for moving a seedling to a slightly larger container, which happens twice with tomatoes. Soon after the first true leaf appears, we can move the seedlings to larger paper cups or small plastic pots. Most of them must be potted on again 3 weeks later. And the seventh one is handle tomato seedlings with care. Handle tomato seedlings with care. Never touch the main stem of the tomato seedlings because the juicy tissues are easily bruised, and bruises serve as entry points of the fungi that causes seedlings to root. The main stem also can be damaged if a seedling falls over, which sometimes happen when a weak stem's tomato seedlings become top-heavy with new leaves. Prevent fallovers by sprinkle additional seed starting mix around the base of leggy seedlings and press it in. To further support seedlings until you can repot them, prout up leaners with toothpicks or a wood skewer. Avoid the temptation to plant little tomato seedlings in a larger container, which can cause the skimpy roots to become overwhelmed by soil microorganisms. It is better to pot in seedlings to a slightly larger containers as soon as you see roots growing through the bottoms of the containers. And the eighth one is do not rush hardening off. Gradually expose your indoor growth tomato seedlings to increase sun and wind. An opaque storage bin with the lid removed makes a good hardening off chamber, or you can use a cold frame or protected plant shelf. Allow at least a week for your plants to prepare themselves for outdoor life. With a little practice, you can expect great results growing tomatoes from seed. Tomato seedlings that enjoy stress-free lives with no serious setbacks quickly adapt to garden life. And few things are more rewarding than harvesting sun-ripped tomatoes from plants you started tiny seeds. And the question is, how much does it cost to tomato production? So this is the table of the updated average cost of production in the Philippines year 2010 to 2012. So you can see here the cash cost, the non-cash cost, the input cost, and all cost, also the net profit cost ratio. So the question is how to make money with tomato. Tomatoes are currently selling for an average of $4 to $5 a pound. A growing area of just 600 square feet can produce up to a ton of harvested fruit worth about $800,000 to $100,000 as current prices. That is why growing tomatoes for profit is a great way to make some extra income. After your tomatoes are grown, they are ready to be sold. Because of their thin skin, tomatoes are best sold locally and fresh picked. At their peak for taste and flavor, direct sales are best as you get full retail price and no middleman is involved. Restaurants chefs love to use tasty tomatoes. Visit local restaurants with free samples for the chefs. Follow up in a few days by asking which varieties are they prefer. Farmers markets attract big crowds ready to buy high quality produce from local growers, especially if the produce is grown organically. Set up a stand and get ready to sell lots of tomatoes. If you are only selling tomatoes and do not need a booth or stand for the interseason, as another grower with a booth if you can share space. Local grocery stores are also good prospects for tomatoes, as grocers are eager to be part of the buy local trend. No matter where you sell your tomatoes, be sure to do sampling, as taste sells more heirlooms than the other method. When someone experiences the wonderful, rich taste of tomato, they are almost sure to buy some to take home. So that would be all. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something.